everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Aries. Please keep in mind, it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now when it comes to the reading, I'll be pulling some quick fire messages using the Quantum and the Work Your Light deck. We'll get some tarot messages using the Waite deck, and I'll pull some angel answers at the end if needed. So let's get into your reading, Aries. So just when I'm shuffling your cards again, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings go up on the channel. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So, Aries, you guys have planning and action in reverse, okay, from the Quantum. So, I get a sense, Aries, that you may have had certain plans in mind, okay? It's not that I don't feel like you had any you didn't have any plans at all. I feel like you did, but something threw a spanner in the works, and now you're having to take a step back and revisit your plan. Maybe there's some significant changes that you have to make, right? Adaptations. Maybe you have to take a different route, you know, or try a different course altogether, you know. Maybe you have to relocate, right, in order to make it happen. There could be, you know, it could have been all sorts of different types of changes, depending on what it was that you were planning to do, where you were planning to go, whatever the plans were, right? But there's a significant change here. Something caused you to revise your plans for some reason, okay? So maybe we'll find out what that could be when we continue your reading. But that's what I'm getting from this energy, that not that you didn't make plans, you had plans, but something has triggered you to revise your plans, okay? There maybe something took place, maybe a realization set in, maybe there was some kind of announcement that forced you to relook at your plans. You know, it could be just about anything, okay? So let's continue. So, Spirit, what is it that Aries needs to know this time? What can help Aries with this revisitation of their plans? Ooh, too many cards there. What is it that Aries needs to know? Way too many cards want to come out for you, Aries. Okay, thanks. Okay, so you have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Right, okay. So maybe your 3D plans have changed because you've been tapping into these 5D energies, right? You see how there's this pillar of light, like this pyramid of light, okay, around this ascendant being. So I feel like you tapped into some high-level rainbow energy, okay? And as such, it's kind of completely changed how you feel, how you look at things, right? It's triggered a spiritual awakening. So now I feel like the plans that you made are no longer in alignment with the person you are now becoming. So you've kind of been forced to change it up in some ways, okay? To really think about, does this make sense with who I am now, who I'm becoming, and where I feel like I need to go, what I feel like I need to do, okay? So it's like having a newfound awareness, of course, when you have like new information being filtered through to your conscious mindset. That, of course, is going to lead you to question things. That's going to make you look at these plans and think, okay, well, that no longer makes sense, right? So there's some changes, or you may even be completely changing the plan altogether. But if not, there's definitely going to be some amendments there, is what I feel. So let's continue with the tarot messages. If I can shuffle the cards. Yeah, split the cards and you have the Sun and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Libra energy, Leo energy. So yeah, I feel like now that you're detaching from these plans or from a mindset that you had when you made these plans, it's bringing so much more clarity. You're like, oh my gosh, I know exactly what I need to do now. Like, so maybe there was some kink in your plan that you couldn't get to the bottom of, but now it's like crystal clear. Now you know exactly what you need to do. Okay, but let's see. Wow, too many cards. They're very chatty today, and especially for you, Aries. It seems like there's a lot to be said. There's a lot that could be communicated to you at this time. Awesome. So, yeah, there's some big changes here. Big changes. All right, so first card out is the World in reverse, okay? So, significant, okay? This is the first card out as well. Something remains unfinished, okay? Something remains, again, planning and action. There is something that needs addressing because it's not over, it's not finished, it's not been wrapped up, it's not complete, okay? So your plans are not complete. There is something that you need to address here. You may need to make new plans because there's some information that's come to light that's made you realize that there's unfinished business, okay? Possibly where you're currently at, maybe within a cycle that you're seeking to close out, right? So say if your plans involve travel, maybe you're not able to travel yet because there's some things that need wrapping up in your current environment or with certain connections, right? It could be something like that. But there is definitely unfinished business here. There is a need to take a second look at your plans because something has come to light that's shown you that this cycle is not over. There's something that needs addressing here. Next card is Death, okay? Scorpio energy. So you could have Scorpio in your chart, you could be dealing with one. I do also see Sagittarius energy here as well, so you could have Sag placements. But I feel like this is you realizing that there is a change needed, and not a small change, but a significant one, okay? Because you yourself are undergoing a huge transformation. With this Age of Light and the Death card here, that is a metamorphosis. That is the death of the ego and rebirthing of a new version, okay? So, huge transformation. And as such, yeah, you're realizing that there's certain things that you need to wrap up before you can really step into this new version of yourself. Okay, so I feel like there is some closure that is needed with regards to your past cycle so you can start the new one. And then once you're able to fully close the door on certain things, possibly certain attachments, you're then free to move forward with new plans or with this revised plan that you have. The next card is the Knight of Cups in reverse, so more Scorpio energy for me. Okay, I also say this was Scorpio energy. So, yeah. I feel like it's really asking you to look within, okay? Where perhaps you've been... I feel like you've been trying to put your best foot forward, okay? And focus on the things that mean most to you. But now I feel like what you valued most before was kind of perhaps not in alignment with what you really feel deeply on a soul level, right? What your heart is really guiding you towards. So perhaps you're realizing that the things that you placed value upon or the things that you felt like had meaning in your life were on some level superficial or just didn't carry the depth that you are now exploring now, right? Because when we upgrade, we experience unconditional love on a whole new level. It's like a new attuned frequency. So it's not to say that there was no value in the things that you placed in, your love or passion or attention in before. It's just with this new experience, obviously it's going to really shift your perspective on it. It's really going to recalibrate your heart space, and you're going to start revising on, wow, where do I actually want to put my energy? Where do I want to invest my love, time, attention, focus? Because perhaps some dreams here are coming to an end because you're birthing a new dream. Okay, so that's very possible. So I do get a strong ego death vibe from this as well, okay? So the next card is Temperance, okay? Sagittarius energy, as I said. So this is it. This is the spiritual alchemy that's taking place behind the scenes, right? So whatever you're invested in or were invested in that didn't really give you that emotional fulfillment depth that you're seeking, you're now alchemizing those feelings of disappointment or regret or being dissatisfied, not really feeling content, not feeling emotionally fulfilled. All of that is being alchemized into something new that will give you those feelings, okay, but in a more profound way, to a level you've not experienced before. That's why there was a need to revise things from your past cycle that you're closing out, because you're realizing that perhaps you have to shift priorities, okay? And it's helping you to see things from a new light, all right? The next card is the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have 3 out of 6 cards is water, and we even have 2 cups being held by the angel here. So it's really forcing you to take a look at your emotions and where perhaps you were emotionally attached to certain people or situations from your recent past, okay, from this past cycle, that are no longer in alignment with who you are becoming, right? So maybe there's some friendships that you're allowing to fall by the wayside, okay, that's just naturally dissipating. Maybe there is a romantic connection that you were exploring or possibly considering a reconciliation with someone from your past, but you're understanding that you're on completely different trajectories and just letting that go, okay? That's what I'm feeling. Because especially as it's followed by the 8 of Cups in the upright, okay? So that is the emotional detachment there. That's having that realization that your feelings with regards to a person, a situation, a group of people, certain plans, right? Dreams are kind of holding you back from seeing the bigger picture, from being in this really ascendant 5D energy, right? Being able to follow your heart, your soul mission, your life purpose, because you're still attached to things from a past cycle. So you're kind of going to get clarity, giving yourself time to really process on what exactly do I need to let go of? What is it that's holding me back? And what is it that I need to resolve within in order to create closure for myself, okay? So there's definitely a letting go of something that you valued, okay? But you're looking at it very differently now. You're understanding that you can't go forward. Well, I say go forward, you can't go back to how things were, because you are not the same. Your situations aren't the same. The environment is not the same, okay? Everything is moving forward, so you can't go back. Even if you want to revisit certain aspects of your past, it has to be in this completely renewed energy and in a completely new chapter. It can never be how it once was. Hopefully that makes sense. And I feel like you are letting go of certain people from your life as well, because they do not resonate on the frequency that you are now entering, okay? So hopefully that makes sense for you. I'm just going to pull an angel answers or 2 for you before we close the reading. See if there's any additional advice we can give you before we close the reading. So is there anything else? Whoa, I told you the cards want to speak. There was a whole bunch of them. Only one was flipped out on the, upright though. As in, not face down, but this way. But I'm going to see if I can pull one more, because that was a lot, okay? Anything else Aries needs to know? Just 1 or 2 more. Thank you. Wow, okay. Aries. So this involves a romantic connection, because you have look for a sign, okay? So they're definitely trying to show you something here. With this ascendant energy that's coming in, there's powerful epiphanies and realizations coming through. And that's where I feel like you're realizing that there's perhaps something that needs revisiting, and you have romance. So maybe part of the epiphany you're having is that you've already met your soulmate, your match, your divine counterpart, but now you're only now seeing them in a new light. Now that you have this realization, now that you've upgraded, possibly you had some life lessons you had to experience first, and possibly this person did, before you could come into true harmony and alignment, okay? So there may be a healing taking place with that Temperance card, and maybe you're cutting people out that were kind of hindering you from coming together, okay? So if there was any karmic situations, I feel like you are, bringing those to a swift close, so you can look at potentially healing a connection. I didn't get reconciliation energy with the Three of Cups in reverse, but I think that's more about karmic situations. Whereas with possibly a divine counterpart, 'cause remember, the angel is holding 2 cups there, right? And that is, you know, the Two of Cups is divine union. So you could very well be reuniting with a divine counterpart that you didn't realize was a divine counterpart, okay? So I hope that helps. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell. And yeah, Aries, it's looking very interesting. Your reading got very juicy there. But I feel like you're on the right track, okay? So just do what you need to do, make those necessary revisions, make peace with the past, create closure for yourself, and move forward, okay? You know where your heart is guiding you at this point, so that's what you need to follow. So sending you lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.